It's not a mystery to me. The same thing that happened to my daughter is what happened to Whitney. There's only one person that was around both occasions.
You won't say his name. Nick Gordon is who you're referring to.
I won't say his name.
Bobbi Brown, the father of Bobbi Kristina Brown, still finds many things about her death confusing. He's talked with many people about it, and he believes that Nick Gordon, Bobbi Kristina's ex, might have played a role in her passing. Bobbi also thinks Nick might have been involved in Whitney Houston's death as well.
I want the world to know that Bobbi Kristina did not die from the bathtub incident. That's not what killed Bobbi Kristina.
What killed Bobbi Kristina?
Bobbi Kristina was starved to death.
Do you approach that?
He knows what happened. I don't know what happened that night, but he does.
You walk through that door and you see her much like you saw Whitney.
It was literally, it was a nightmare all over.
There's a lot more to the story, and many people believe Bobbi Kristina knew what happened to her mother, Whitney. Some even say there are strange similarities between their deaths, suggesting they may have been planned. There's also been talk about how Bobbi Kristina was involved in some of her mom's disagreements with people like Clive Davis.
I saw Ray J coming out of the hotel, hiding his head, being pushed into the car. Why? I looked and I said, why is he hiding? Why is he hiding his face? He's always trying to show his face when he's around Whitney. Why now? Why are you trying to hide now, Ray J? And I put it all together. When I first heard she passed away, I said, my God, somebody gave her a bad bag. Yes, I promise you, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth. And then I saw Ray J, and it all added up.
The details surrounding Bobbi Kristina's death raise many questions, especially when looking at the tragic similarities between her passing and her mother, Whitney Houston's. Bobbi Kristina, known as Chrissy, grew up in the spotlight, often seen with her famous mom, Whitney. From a very young age, she appeared in interviews, like one with Barbara Walters when she was just 8 months old, and even joined Whitney on stage at the American Music Awards in 1994. When Whitney passed away, Bobbi Kristina was devastated. She even had a breakdown and was hospitalized shortly after her mother's death. Despite the deep pain, Bobbi Kristina carried on, attending public events like memorial services and even participating in interviews, including one with Oprah. She tried to carry her mother's legacy forward, but sadly, Bobbi Kristina's life was cut short too. On January 31st, 2015, Bobbi Kristina was found unconscious in a bathtub, much like her mother had been. She was discovered in the Georgia home she shared with Nick Gordon, her ex-boyfriend. Bobbi Kristina was placed in hospice care and passed away on July 26, 2015. An autopsy revealed that her death was caused by drowning and intoxication. The toxicology report showed she had alcohol, sedatives, morphine, and anxiety medications in her system. While the cause of her drowning was clear, it remained uncertain whether it was an accident or intentional. Bobbi Kristina's death mirrored her mother's in several ways. Whitney Houston was also found in a bathtub in 2012, having drowned with traces of cocaine, Xanax, and other substances in her system. Official reports stated that Whitney might have suffered a heart attack that caused her to lose consciousness and drown, though the coroner found no clear signs of a heart attack. The theory that Whitney had a heart attack was questioned because of the autopsy's findings, which did not support this. Some believe that both women's deaths could have been more than just tragic accidents, especially considering the involvement of people like Nick Gordon, Bobbi Kristina's ex, and Ray J. Suspicion around their roles continues to linger, with many questioning the circumstances surrounding